did was say things that are just a little bit out of step with the status quo right now, and you can't handle it.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So before we get into this video today, we want to ask you guys to please like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Also, you'll find in the link in the description, you'll see to become a member on YouTube and for Patreon as well. So we have some exclusive content over there, so go check it out.
I'm totally up for debate whether or not this is a completely outdated opinion, but she's like, I have a lot of guy friends. I'm like, I don't think you do.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, fuck you too. Anyway, so I wasn't in the mood for that. Later, we'll have a, by the way, when I said discussion, I didn't mean just tell me to fuck off. I mean, we can talk about it later if you want. But I'm not like one of those tough guys, you know? I'm not like an alpha male type guy. Yeah. I know. I would say... What is your problem, really?
He's trying to say his bit, you know, he's doing his
comedy thing.
Yeah, his stand-up situation. He only had a certain amount of time and you're over here like badgering him from the crowd. Like, what triggered her so much?
People can't even go to a comedy club and enjoy jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the fact that everything is so soft and watered down in today's society, you got to tiptoe around everything that you say. And the fact that she spent her money and spent her time to come to the comedy show and to ultimately be a heckler, I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, if you're that upset about whatever he's saying, you can leave.
I mean, do you experience joy in any way? Have you been listening to anything? If you played the tape back, I didn't even say anything wrong. All I did was say things that are just a little bit out of step with the status quo right now, and you can't handle it. But what I would recommend you do is spend 10 years struggling on open mics so that you can get 10 minutes to talk to a room full of strangers for a couple of minutes. Okay? I mean, genuinely, this is the stuff that pushes me a little to the other side, man. Right over there. No, not listening. And then you're going to go to work tomorrow and you're going to be like, yeah, so he was on stage saying these things, right? Where were you? Comedy club. Okay. But anyway. But he was like saying these things that sounded really offensive, but he was like saying them in this way that sounded like he didn't really believe it. He was just kind of like, you know, oh, like a joke? I don't know what that is. But no. I don't think that's what it was. And if that's what they are, then I don't like them. And if I don't like them, then no one shall have them. Please don't cancel me.
This is the thing that pisses me off. Like, people get into the victim Olympics, so to speak, where they try to portray themselves as a victim in the situation. But like you said, they volunteered to the show. So why volunteer and go somewhere and then ultimately complain about it? That's like me going to a rock concert and then complaining that they're playing rock and leaving a bad review.
Let me ask you a question though, because initially she did get triggered by the first statement of something about it's not true that you have a lot of guy friends. He was talking about that with a girl or whatever. That's how we started off the bit, and that's where she got upset and triggered, whatever.
Okay.
If you're a guy, like, if you're a guy and a girl is saying like, yeah, I have a lot of guy friends, like what does initially kind of pop up in your mind?
I mean, it depends on the relationship that I'm trying to have with her.
Okay.
If ultimately, you know, I want things to progress and for her to be my girl or wife or whatever the situation is, that's a red flag because ultimately she has guy attention all the time.
Yeah.
She's getting that free validation. She's getting guys that are around her, perhaps waiting for their opportunity to strike. And I don't want to be in that situation. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, most guys don't want to be friends with girls.
Majority, yes.
You know what I mean? Usually there's some sort of buildup or some sort of interest, like something is there to a degree. And for a guy to put yourself into that situation where a woman has a lot of options, you're pretty much setting yourself up for failure because let's say you get into an argument with that woman or she starts to tell her secrets or your secrets
to the guy?
to the guys.
Oh my God.
They start judging you. They start feeding her lines and BS and things of that nature. So it kind of puts you in a compromising situation moving forward. Now, if I just wanted to be friends with her, then it's all good. But again, going back to my point, guys don't just want to be friends. You know what I mean? So I think if it was more casual, and we were, you know, just kind of dating or just kind of doing our thing, then it's all good. But anything beyond that, that's going to be a red flag.
Yeah, so when you're talking about that, it makes sense, right? I guess for her, I'm just curious why she got so upset to the point that she needed to, like,
she's bitter.
Swear. You know what I mean? Good on him, though, because he's quick with his jokes, too, because he just kind of rambled off and, like, took that and just, like, kind of spun it to something more positive, I guess. Yeah. So, like, at least that way he's able to, like, you know, redeem himself from that situation. Because for some people, if he was newer in the game, imagine he was new, right? And this is like one of his first few stand-ups that he's doing. That could have completely thrown him off. And maybe he would have not continued doing stand-up and going down that direction, right? Enough times of this happening, of course I can see that happening. It's just, you gotta have some, like, just calm it down. Yeah, seriously.
All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and end this video. Let us know what you would have done in the comment section below. Would you have snapped? Would you have kept it moving? Let us know.